guys, so today is just my typical everyday, now doing it kind of as a catch up. It is spring per se. I know here it's still I think it hasn't even really hit 60 yet, so it's kind of warm. I know some people still call that cold, but for us that's kind of warm. But anyway, so it's just kind of, like I said, my go-to spring look. It's not really anything major. It's just like a mattifying color on my eyes. It's on my skin tone with a color in the crease. And just a very simple, small amount of highlight. Some foundation, blush, a little bit of bronzer, and just like a nude lip and some gloss. And I don't really have a lot of time in the mornings to get ready. So for me, honestly, what it is it's a straightener, some kind of like some angled bangs just to kind of help keep it out of my face a little bit. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll do a talk through and have some music in the background. I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm going to apologize. Forgive my jamming out to my Florida Georgia line mix. I get a little weird, but it's okay. Okay, so first off, as you can see, I'm going to be moisturizing my eyes with the Tarte Maracuja Oil C Brighter Eye Treatment, which I really have liked. It seems to have helped my dark circles a lot with brightening them up and taking down the purple effect, and they've been a lot softer, and I can tell my wrinkles have kind of gone away. Even though I'm only 22, I've never really had a moisturizing regimen, so I can tell that this has really made a difference, and I do highly recommend it. I got it as a sample size in the Tarte Gift of Giving package, but I'm actually going to go out and purchase the full size because I'm almost up with that. So I do really like it.
I was straight and I regret the 1,000 hurtful things I said since we first met. I'd take each and every word back if I could. Is this a test? If so, I'm failing miserably, and I was blessed to know you.
And here I'm moisturizing with my Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer with SPF 15. This stuff is amazing. Not even kidding. It's taken out my redness, it's evened out my skin, my pores haven't been so large, and altogether my skin feels moisturized and not all dry and crackly, especially during the winter months. So this is another thing I highly recommend. It's not too expensive, and you can find it at Walmart or any drugstore, so I highly recommend this one. And now you'll see me prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. This has been my go-to all-time favorite since its past 2 years or so. I use it on my wedding day. I use it every day. Just my all-time favorite. I've used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm not really a fan of that one. So I have oily eyelids, and I like this one. I want to try the NARS, but I haven't got around to that yet. I still have some left of the tube in this one, so I'll be sticking with this one for a while. But this is a good one as well, so I do recommend this as well. And here I'm using the Stila In The Moment eyeshadow palette, and I'm using the color Desire. It's pretty well like a flesh skin tone pinky color, and I'm using this mainly just to add a little bit of color and to even out my eyelids, to kind of hide the veins and everything, and just kind of mattify and keep everything in place. So even though it doesn't really look like I have makeup on, it looks like I tried and that I do have some on, if that makes any sense. So this is, I think, a really good color. Here I'm taking the color Limit from the Naked 3 palette from Urban Decay. It's kind of the newer released one. I'm using that color in the crease just to define the crease a little bit because it's about 2 shades darker than my skin tone. And I think it gives a really good definition without being too dark and without being too over the top. So this is really good for kind of a no makeup look if you really want to use it.
want you back, honestly, I'm not fine. Not sure how this is gonna work without you. In between the memories of how good we were, like gasoline, we burned bright as a star above a silver screen. I never saw the curtain coming down. Whoa, I'm not going down without a fight. I'm determined not to end up being the reluctant melody. So just another sad love song. I can't tell you where we went wrong. I just know when you look into my eyes.
Here I went back to my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette and I used the color Burnout very lightly, just right above the eyebrow, as on the brow bone, just as a light highlight color.
Right before I start to cry about another sad love song. No, I can't tell you where we went wrong. I just
And here I'm going in with my all-time favorite eyeliner pen. It's the Maybelline Master Precise by Eye Studio, and it's in the color black. It has the finest fine point felt tip on it I've ever seen in a liner, and it's like the perfect stiff slash soft point that gives you not too much give, but enough give to create a really, really good line, especially if you want to do winged eyeliner. It has a very small tip on it, and as you'll see, I do a little bit of a winged liner. I go thin on the inner third of the eye, and then I don't exactly do a wing, but I just point it out just a little bit on the end just to elongate the eye a little bit, and I do a little bit thicker towards the outside of a line as well.
know that I don't wanna end up being the melody to another sad love song. Not going down. Turn off that radio, 'cause I'm not listening to the sound of another sad love song. I can't tell you where we went wrong. I just know that when you look into my eyes, right before I start to cry about another sad love song. No, I can't tell you where we went wrong. I just know that I don't wanna end up being the melody to another sad love song. A sad love song.
Sorry for how long it takes me to do my eyeliner. I'm kind of an eyeliner perfectionist. Here I'm going in with my favorite kohl eyeliner that's in the drugstore. This is the Rimmel London Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Kajal, and it's in the color 001 Black. I tightline with this, and then I also do my waterline. I don't go past the inner corner, and I bring it out to a point towards the outer part where my waterline and tightline meet on the outside, so it kind of links in with my top line eyeliner, and I think it actually really helps with the shape of the eye, and it really looks really nice, and plus this stays pretty well too.
I've been hearing whispers that your heart is gone astray. The words cut through me like a
Here I'm going in with my concealer. This is the Boing Concealer by Benefit. It is the color 01. It doesn't actually have a name, but I really do like this concealer. It doesn't really sink into the fine lines under my eye, and it doesn't move, especially if you set it. That stuff is not going anywhere. And with the yellow tone, it really does help to counteract the circles, or I shouldn't say the circles, the discoloration with the purple. And it does also help to cover up acne with the redness. So I think this is a really good concealer as well. This is one of my favorites, and I do highly recommend this. It goes a long way as well.
thunderstorm in May. Now do you take me for a fool? Straight from your lips before I trip, before we fall apart. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say
Here I'm going in with the Sephora brand of the Beauty Blender. I love the shape of this one better than the Beauty Blender. It has two different shapes. It has like a big end and a small end. And I'm taking my foundation, which is the Makeup Forever HD foundation in the color N115. It goes really well with the concealer by Benefit. I think they go really well together, especially if you go right over top of it, of the concealer with the foundation. I think it really helps to blend it together, and it also gives it some extra staying power as well, and it makes the face just so even, as well as it helps to really brighten up that yellow concealer as well, and it works as a brightener with your foundation as well.
Say you love me more. You say it's nothing, but get all red and turn away. But can't you see how much I care? I can't be with you halfway. Now do you take me for a
Now I'm actually applying my foundation to the rest of my face, and again, it's the Makeup Forever HD foundation in the color N115.
straight from your lips before I trip, before we fall apart. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say it quick before I reach the door. Say you love me, say you love me, say you love me. Say you love me, say you love me, say you love me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say it quick before I reach the door. Say you love me. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say you love, say you love, say you love me. Say it quick before I reach the door. Say you love me. 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 When you left, I cried 100 hours straight, and I regret the 1,000 hurtful things I said since we first met. I'd take each and every word back if I could. Is this a test? If so, I'm failing miserably, and I was blessed to know you quite intimately. I never
Here I'm applying my Sephora Micro Smooth powder in the color Claire Light number 15. I absolutely love this powder. I've had it for a long time and I've barely made a dent, and there's so much product. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's a really good comparison. It's better, but the Dream Mousse powder that everybody loved from the drugstore, it's kind of like milled the same way. It's very fine, and it goes very well with the concealer and the foundation. And this trio, I have found, even riding horses and sweating all day, especially in the summer, I mean, yeah, it eventually wears off, but this I shouldn't say duo, this trio is fantastic.
rest. You take yourself away from me like this. Oh, I'm not going down without a
Here I'm going in with the bronzer from the Naked Flushed palette, and I'm just using this to kind of, I would say, give a medium contour, and just to put it under my cheekbones to contour, and then a little bit of contouring on my temples just to kind of bronze up my face a little bit, because I am a little pale here due to the winter, but you know, makeup gives you color. Can't ever go bad with that, right? I just use it, I go from the top of my ear to my lip line, but I stop right underneath the start of my eyebrow. I won't go past that, and I blend it up into my ear, so it kind of makes my whole face just seem like a seamless natural shadow, whereas you can sometimes just see girls, you can tell that they have bronzer on, so that's one thing I try to avoid.
I'm determined not to end up being the reluctant melody to just another sad love song. I can't tell you where we went wrong.
So for my bottom lashes, I use the Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express. It's in like the hot pinkish orange tube. This is perfect for lower lashes. And then I'm going to go in for my my top lashes, and I'm going to use the Rimmel Scandalize Show Off mascara. Sorry guys, I can't talk. And I believe this is, the Scandalize is in the color 003 Extreme Black, and the 1x1 is in the color Blackest Black. I'm sorry for the poor shots that I've had in this video. I really need to readjust my camera. I thought I had it in correct line, but apparently not. So here I'm going in with the color Ferris Nude, number 800 from the L'Oreal Paris line. This is the perfect My Lips But Better nude drugstore lipstick. I know people here have raved about it on YouTube, and I'm going to be another one of those YouTubers to rave about it. I highly recommend going and getting this lipstick. Here I'm dotting just to the center of my lips, number 004 Pink Ice by the Revlon Colorburst Lip Glosses. Going on to one of the final touches, I'm using the Tarte blush in Memorable. It's the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. I'm in love with this blush. It is the perfect pink with a little bit of sparkle that doesn't really come off on the face, but it does kind of come in as a highlight as well at the same time. It's just that perfect mix, and I think this really needs to be keeper, even though I think it is limited edition. And that's everything for my everyday spring makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time.